Come on in. I'm Mona Mendoza, and I work here at USCIS, and I'll be doing your interview. Please state your name.
You should reply to the officer by stating your name. For example, my name is Pham Dok Hung. Or, I am Juanita Flores. Or, I am Jerzy Adamczyk.
It's nice to meet you. Did you come here by yourself?
You could say something like, yes, I did. Or, no, my husband is here too. Or, no, my father drove me.
So what do you think about this weather we've been having?
You could say something like, I like it. Or, there's been too much rain. Or, it's been too hot.
I know that a lot of people find these interviews kind of scary. Are you feeling that way?
You could say something like, yes, I guess I am. Or, yes, it is a little scary. I want to pass. Or, no, I'm not scared. I think I'm ready.
Well, you shouldn't worry. If you're prepared, you'll do fine. Are you ready to begin?
You could say something like, yes, I am. Or, yes, I'm ready. Or, thank you, yes.
I'll be asking you some questions today, and I expect you to answer them by telling the truth. Do you know what that means?
You could say something like, yes, telling the truth means not lying. Or, yes, I understand. I must be honest. Or, yes, I need to be truthful. I cannot tell any lies.
Okay, please stand and raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You should say something like, I do. Or, yes, I do. Or, yes, I promise.
Okay, please sit down. So let's start with this question. What is your date of birth?
You should reply with your exact birth date. You could say something like, I was born on October 7th, 1985. Or, 8/5/80. Or, January 16th, 1987.
On what date were you admitted to become a permanent resident?
You could say something like, I became a permanent resident on 12/21/02. Or, I was admitted on January 31st, 2006. Or, 9/6/04.
What nationality are you?
You could say something like, I am Syrian. Or, I was born in Ghana. Or, I'm from Venezuela.
Is anyone in your immediate family a U.S. citizen?
You could say something like, yes, my wife became a citizen last year. Or, yes, my 3 children are all citizens. Or, no, no one in my family is a citizen yet.
What color eyes do you have?
You could say something like, I have brown eyes. Or, blue. Or, my eyes are hazel.
Where have you resided during the past 5 years?
You could say something like, I have lived here in Phoenix for 6 years. Or, I lived in Indianapolis for 3 years, and then I moved to Fort Wayne. Or, I have lived at 1102 East 22nd Street in Cheyenne since 2001.
Please list all of your places of employment during the last 5 years.
You could say something like, I used to sell cars at Anderson's dealership. Now I sell insurance for life security here in San Francisco. Or, I've worked for Value Care as a home health aide since 2003. Or, I am a repair tech for Hennessy Telecommunications. I started there in 2009. Before that, I was in college to get my associate's degree.
During the past 5 years, have you lived outside of the United States for any period longer than 6 months?
You could say something like, "No, I haven't," or "No, I just took 2 short vacations," or "Yes, I was stationed overseas with the military."
Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with the Communist Party?
You could say something like, "No, I haven't," or "No, I've never been a communist," or "Yes, I used to be a communist back in my home country. That is the form of government there. But I believe in democracy now. That's why I came to America."
Have you ever helped anyone enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
You could say something like, "No," or "No, I haven't," or "No, I've never helped someone get into the country."
Are you sure you're ready to take the oath of allegiance?
You could say something like, "Yes, I am," or "Yes, of course," or "Yes, I'm ready."
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
You could say something like, "Yes, I am," or "Yes, I would fight for the U.S.," or "Yes, I'm willing."
Okay, now I'm going to ask you some civics questions. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Who is the commander-in-chief of the military?
The correct answer to this question is the President.
There were 13 original states. Name 3.
To answer this question correctly, you need to name any 3 of the following states: New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, or Georgia.
We elect a U.S. representative for how many years?
The correct answer to this question is 2.
Who did the United States fight in World War II?
The correct answer to this question is Japan, Germany, and Italy.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
A correct answer to this question would be World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, or the Persian Gulf War.
How many justices are on the Supreme Court?
The correct answer to this question is 9.
What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence?
A correct answer to this question would include any 2 of the following: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
How old do citizens have to be to vote for president?
The correct answer to this question is 18 and older.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s.
A correct answer to this question would include the War of 1812, the Mexican-American War, the Civil War, or the Spanish-American War.
Okay, now it's time for you to read some English for me aloud. Here's the first sentence.
This sentence says, "When is Columbus Day?"
Okay, here's another one I'd like you to try.
This sentence says, "Who was here in America first?"
And here's another one. Please read this one aloud for me.
This sentence says, "When is Thanksgiving?"
Okay, now we're going to go on to the writing test. Please write this sentence. Labor Day is in September. Labor Day is in September. Okay, please write this one. Washington is south of Canada. Washington is south of Canada. Okay, please write this sentence. President Adams lived in the White House. President Adams lived in the White House. You obviously worked very hard at memorizing civics facts and learning English. You're going to be a great American citizen. Thanks for coming in today for your interview. Goodbye and good luck.